Welcome back. Watching headlines now as speculations continue on whether the relationship between DMK and the Congress is under a cloud. The Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, M.K. Stalin, seems to have done some damage control. Stalin compared former Chief Minister Kamaraj to his father, present Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi. He said that Karunanidhi has taken a lot of efforts to uplift the quality of education, the same way as Kamaraj did during his tenure.
பெருந்தலைவர் காமராஜர் காலத்தில் தொடக்க கல்வி எழுச்சி பெற்றது என்பார்கள். அதேபோன்ற தலைவர் கலைஞர் அவர்கள் ஆட்சியில் தான் உயர்கல்வி உன்னதமான வளர்ச்சியை பெற்றிருக்கிறது.
Meanwhile, his brother, the Union Minister for Chemicals and Fertilizers, M.K. Arigiri, is not sitting quiet when it comes to allegations that tarnish his image. He has sent legal notices to Jaya TV and a newspaper for an alleged defamatory news item about him. On Arigiri's arrival at Delhi airport last week, the Jaya TV and the newspaper allegedly aired some news that Arigiri had lashed out at Union Telecom Minister A. Raja. A few days later, the English Daily also carried the same news item. Now, Arigiri seems to be demanding compensation from both these media houses. The permanent employees of the Neyveli Lignite Corporation now have joined the workers' strike. 9 unions of the permanent employees today issued notice for strike. Their contract worker colleagues have been striking for well over a month now. Major unions affiliated to the AIADMK, the PMK, the CITU and DMDK are among the unions who have issued this strike notice. We're now joined by our reporter Ashmit Kumar for more on that story. Ashmit, just when we thought that the contract workers' strike was going to end, now this shocker. Even the permanent employees are now joining the strike.
Very strange twist of events indeed, Ram. Now, what we see here is the permanent employees actually expressing solidarity with the contract workers, and they have issued, as you said, a notice of the strike. Now, that doesn't mean that immediately they'll start a strike tomorrow, but as a part of their contract, they're required to give a 13-day notice. So this is the first day of the notice, and that 13 days later, they will join the contract employees on the strike. Now, this is an attempt by the permanent employees to empathize with the cause of the contract employees, and they too will begin to demand similar. They'll have similar demands such as wages, again for the contract workers, not for themselves but for the contract workers. So again, a very strange twist of events where one section of the employees is again empathizing and sympathizing with the other, and today we see again the permanent employees filing for strike 13 days from now.
All right, Ashmit Kumar, thanks for joining us. We'll have to wait and watch if that strike notice does turn to reality. Moving on, 2 men have surrendered at the Karaikuri court this afternoon in the Alangudi DMK Municipal Secretary murder case. Alangudi in the Pudukkottai district remains tense following the murder of Manimaran, the DMK Municipality Secretary in the district. Manimaran was allegedly murdered this morning by a group of unidentified men. He died at the government hospital in Pudukkottai. Preliminary investigations revealed that the motive seems to be previous personal enmity between the groups. Manimaran was allegedly involved in a murder earlier as well. This man was an influential person and close to senior DMK leaders. Bus services have been disrupted and shops were shut down through the day in the district as security has been stepped up to prevent untoward incidents. This is the second murder of a politician in that district, sparking tension on the streets. Now, the city sure is looking forward to the Festival of Lights, but to the rail travellers' dismay, all does not seem to be sparkling and chirpy. With tickets booked well in advance for the festival and the tickets vanishing within minutes of the counters opening for sale, passengers are now a harried lot.
Thamarasan is a disappointed man. He is one among the thousands of people who flock to the reservation counter only to no avail. Despite the special trains introduced by the Southern Railway aimed at clearing the extra rush for Diwali, passengers are left with no respite.
And the special train is ஒரே நாள்ல புக் ஆயிடும். அதுக்கு அப்புறம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா எல்லாரும் திரும்பி தான் போயிட்டு இருக்கு. அதனால எந்த அளவுக்கு மக்கள் சொந்த ஊருக்கு போயிட்டு திரும்பி வராங்க. அத ஒரு ஸ்டடி பண்ணி அந்த அளவுக்கு ட்ரெயின் விட்டா தான் அது யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும். இது வந்து என்னமோ பேருக்கு நம்ம போட்டோம் ஒரு ட்ரெயின் அப்படினா ஒரே நாள்ல ஃபுல் ஆயிடும். அதனால இது வந்து போதியானது இல்ல. இன்னும் வசதி செஞ்சு கொடுக்கணும்.
मुझे घर जाना है अभी मैं दीपावली के घर जाना चाहता हूं. पता नहीं अभी टिकट मिलेगी कि नहीं क्योंकि टिकट पता नहीं अभी छुट्टी हमको मिला है हम लोग काम करते हैं जिससे हमको छुट्टी मिली इसको हम टिकट बताने जा रहे हैं पता नहीं मिलेगी कि नहीं मिलेगी.
It's the high-speed server that's supposedly responsible for the speedy sale of tickets, capable of transacting 1,200 tickets per minute. And to counter this ticket flood, the authorities focus on a quick solution.
The demand is definitely much more. So what we are also trying to do is just a day before Diwali, so that at least it should reach the destination early morning around 4:35 on Diwali day. We are trying to squeeze in one or two more specials. Nothing is finalized as yet, but shortly we will be trying to ease whatever is a rush towards the south as much as possible.
This is a thorn in the side of every passenger facing this repetitive problem, having to resort to alternative travel arrangements in the 11th hour. The question now is, can the strategy devised by the Railway Authority ease the anxiety? In Chennai with Lokpriya, Natasha for NDTV-Hindu.
Well, let's shift focus to a few national stories now. There's a fresh row between the Congress and the BJP, this time over IT raids in Karnataka. The BJP has accused the centre of misusing the income tax department after officials conducted raids today at around 60 places in Karnataka, including on 7 ruling BJP MLAs, and that include the Reddy brothers and the Karnataka Health Minister B. Sriramulu. Raids which took place in Bangalore, Hospet and Bellary began this morning at the legislature's home next to the Vidhan Sauda. This is the building which houses MLAs when the Karnataka Assembly is in session. IT sleuths visited BJP MLAs Nagendra and Suresh Babu's houses, considered close associates of the Reddy brothers. The private assistants of Reddy brothers have also been raided in Bellary. The raid comes at a time when BJP is facing horse trading allegations over its Operation Kamal to woo opposition MLAs and JDS. From Bangalore to Mumbai, where a high-rise complex in the city's prime Kolaba area is at the center of a major controversy. This after reports that top officers of the army allegedly appropriated the prime land in the name of war widows and army veterans. The Mumbai headquartered Western Naval Command has now raised serious security concerns and sought action by the Navy, Army and the government against the 31-story Adarsh Housing Society. Among those allotted to the houses in the Housing Society are 2 former army chiefs, several other generals and admirals and political leaders and senior bureaucrats. According to reports, the army even lied to the Ministry of Defence, which then misled the parliament when a question regarding the ownership of the land came up in 2003.
Government is seized about the matter and we are examining it seriously.
Well, the team of interlocutors on Kashmir, Dilip Padgaonkar, M.M. Ansari and Radha Kumar, who are in Srinagar, have met the Chief Minister Omar Abdullah today and a cross-section of people as well. They got somewhat of a hostile reception yesterday, with the separatists refusing to meet them. But the team met journalists in the city and visited the central jail in Srinagar and spoke to the inmates. They also initiated dialogue with militants. Time for a quick break, but on the other side, all the sports news, and it's time to bury differences. That seems to be the message from these two men in green.